Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, we are discussing on topic that is letter writing, that will be there in our writing section in our examination. So in the previous video we have seen the entire structure of a letter, and yes, we have discussed some of the letters, we have seen some of the examples also, and in today's video also we will see some letters, we will see some topic on which we can write a letter. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video, that is based on letter writing. So now we are having another example here, that how can we write one letter. So let's see. So this time we have to write this letter to one of our friend about being success in maths Olympiad, and in this letter we have to discuss about our success in maths Olympiad. So I am very much sure students that you all are aware about these things, maths Olympiad, science Olympiad और English Olympiad, right? Because हम सबके schools में इस तरह के events होते हैं. So now because of this reason we have to write this letter, because we are successful in this maths Olympiad. And now let's read the entire question that is given to us. You are Ravi or Ravina of class 10th and you have received a telegram from International Mathematics Olympiad Committee. Why? Informing you that you have been lucky enough to win 10th rank at international level. Okay, so first of all our name is given to us. We have to imagine that our name is Ravi or Ravina. We can pick any name from here, and then we have to write in our letter that we have received one telegram from International Mathematics Olympiad Committee. Why? Because we are lucky enough to win 10th rank at international level. So yes, it's a very big achievement. You feel excited to write a letter to your friend Simi or Sunny, sharing your happiness with her or him. So now because of this success, now because of this achievement, you are very much excited, and now because of that you are writing one letter to one of your friend, and the name of the friend is also given to us. We can choose Simi or we can choose Sunny as well. So we have to write this letter to our friend, and in that letter we have to share our happiness, we have to share this good news with our friend. And one more thing, and we have to tell her or him how did you prepare for this exam. It means we have to write all the tricks that we followed in our preparation, that we followed, because of that we got this success, because of that we got this achievement. Okay, and in this manner we have to write this letter in about 100 to 150 words. Okay, so in this manner we have to cover all these points that are given to us, and yes, we have to use the name that is given to us. So students, be very careful, you have to read the entire question very carefully, and then you have to use the same name that are given to you, because if name is not given, then you can choose, then you can write any name. But if the name, or we can say if the address is given in the question, then you have to use all those details only, then only you will be able to get good marks. Okay, so now here we have to given our name also, we have to given the name of our friends also. So in this way we have to cover all that points, we have to take these names only, and then we have to write a perfect letter. So let's see how can we write one letter. So students, we have discussed these things earlier also, that first of all we have to write the heading, and in the heading of the letter we have to write the address, and this is the address of the sender, this is the address of the writer, or we can say this is the address of the person who is writing the letter. After the address we have to write the date. So let's see how can we write the address. We can write 180 Adarsh Nagar Dhanshala. So in the question we are not given with the address, so we can write any address here, right? And after that we are writing the date in this format. Okay, and now next we are addressing the person, and because of this thing that this person is our friend, we are using dear here. Okay, and after that we have to write the name. So students, here I am writing both the name, here I am writing both the options, but in your exams you have to write dear Simi or you can write dear Sunny. You don't need to write both names here, you have to write that name only that you are picking in your letter. Okay, And now let's see the actual body of the letter. How can we start? So first of all, we have to write one general line. We have to write one formal line in the beginning of the body. So let's see how can we write. Here I am writing, I hope you all are feeling fine. Okay, so this is the starting of the letter. So in the first line, we have to write one general thing. We can share, that how are we, or we can expect that how are they. So this should be the first line of any letter, and after that we can come to the point. After that we can start with the point that why are we writing the letter. So after this line, let's see how can we continue. So here I am writing, you will be glad to know that I have received a telegram from International Mathematics Olympiad Committee informing me of a very good news. So after this general line, we are on the point. We are talking about the point that why we are writing the letter. So we are using the details that are given to us in the question only. So that thing we are writing here, that I have received a telegram from International Mathematics Olympiad Committee informing me of a very good news. So yes, we have to share the news, we have to share our success, and then we have to write some points, then we have to write some tricks that we used in our preparation. Okay, so let's see. I have been lucky to win 10th rank at international level. So first of all, we are sharing the good news. So what is the good news? The good news is that we actually win 10th rank at international level. Next, you are the first with whom I am sharing this most excited news about me. And next, we are writing this thing also, that we are very much excited, we are very much happy, because yes, it's indeed a very big achievement. So we are writing this thing that we are very much excited, we are very much happy, and because of that we are sharing this news, we are writing this letter. I hope you will really like it. Okay, I expected a good result but had never thought that I would fare so well. Next, we are writing that yes, after the examination I was expecting that yes, I will get good marks, I was expecting that I will get a good result, but we are writing this thing also, that never ever I thought that I would fare so well. Fare so well means I will perform so well. Really, it is very satisfying. But now finally, when the result is here, when finally this thing is here that I scored 10th rank, so now finally I am very much satisfied. I would like to add that it is not very difficult to crack good results. So now first of all, we have shared our good news. We have shared that we are very much excited, we are very much happy, and we have shared all the good thing. And now we are sharing, now we are telling the tricks that we actually used in this preparation for this exam. Okay, so now we are writing this thing, that I would like to add that it is not very difficult to crack good results. I simply studied for 4-5 hours daily through practice. So now we are describing all the strategies that we actually used. Okay, so we are writing that I studied for 4-5 hours daily through practice. What you need to know is that concepts must be studied thoroughly, understood and retained in the mind. So what is the most important thing to crack any exam? The most important thing is that the concepts of any subject, the concept of any topic, it should be very much clear in your mind. Okay, so that thing we are writing here, that the concept, they should be studied thoroughly. Concept should be studied, and then they should be understood, and then they should be retained in the mind. What I mean is that the roots of a problem should be fully understood and related things should be kept in mind. So now next we are describing, we are explaining this point. So we are writing that you know what I mean is that the roots of any problem, that should be fully understood and related things should be kept in mind, because yes, this is the key of success. Okay, so students, here in this letter you can write all the strategies that you always use. Okay, you can write all the tricks that are in your favor always. So in that way you can write, in that way you can continue here. Okay, so these are the all general things to crack any exam. These are the general things that we always use to get good marks. Okay. Next, it is not that you become a bookworm and ignore other things. And yes, it is again a very important point that we are covering in this letter, that when we are trying to get good marks, so it is not like that just be a bookworm entire day, just to be with your books, and no, but all the other things are also very much important. Viewing TV in between or playing your favorite game and having a full sleep are also important. So yes, now we are sharing the other important things that are actually very much useful. So we are saying that yes, you have to study hard, you have to work hard, all the concepts should be clear, but yes, you should watch TV, you should play your favorite game. It means that you should have some breaks in between your studies, then only your mind will be fresh and then only you will be able to focus on your examination. Okay, so we are writing all these things, we are covering all the important things that are actually very much useful to crack any examination. And now finally, when we have covered all the points that are given to our question, we are very much satisfied with the entire matter. So now finally at the end of the letter we are writing, I hope that you too can shine like this. So first of all we shared all the things and then we are writing this thing that I hope that when I have shared all the important things, all the important tricks, or we can say strategies with you, so now I hope that you will also use all these things and then you will also get the success, you will also shine. And next, I would be happy to receive your reply, and then one line here, pay my regards to your worthy parents, yours sincerely Ravi or Ravina. We can pick any name here. Again students, you don't need to write both the names here, you have to write only one name, you have to pick one name here and then you have to write that name only here. Okay, so this is the perfect ending. The ending should be also very much perfect. We have to add these lines, and like we can write, I will be happy to receive your letter, or we can say like pay my regards to all the elders, to your parents. So in this way we have to write a perfect ending of the letter, and then the end of the letter we are writing yours sincerely, and then we are writing the name that we have chose. Okay, so if we will be very much careful regarding all the points that we have discussed, then yes, you will be able to write a perfect letter and you will be able to score very good marks in this point, that is letter writing. Okay, so now let's discuss one more letter. Now let's see one more example that how can we write one letter. So now in this time again we have to write a letter to our friend. Why? On his recovery from illness. So this time what is our topic? Our topic is we have to write to our friend, and in that letter we have to talk about his recovery from illness. Okay, so now let's read the entire question that is given to us. You are Saket Rawat of 23 Vardhaman Gardens, Ranchi. So now in this question, first of all we are given to our name, and yes, we are given to our address also. So students, you actually need to read the entire question very carefully, because now we have to use this name only, we have to use this address only, and if you are writing any other address then obviously you will deduct your marks. Okay, so अब हमें कोई और address नहीं लिखना है, हम कोई और नाम यूज नहीं कर सकते, because it is very much clear in the question that we have to use this name and we have to use this address only. Okay. Your friend Ram has recovered from a long illness, and the name of our friend is Ram, and he actually has recovered after a long illness. Write him a letter of about 100 to 150 words congratulating him on his recovery and telling him how to take care of his health. So first of all students, let's try to understand the question, let's try to understand the concept of this letter. So there is one friend of ours, that is Ram. He was having some kind of illness, he was suffering from some kind of disease, and after a very long period finally he recovered, and we got to know this thing. So now we are writing this letter, and in this letter first of all we have to congratulate him that finally he is able to recover from his illness, and then we have to give him some advice that yes, still he need to take care of his health. Okay, so these are the points that we have to cover in our letter. And yes, we are given with some points also, we are given with some clues, some hints also that we have to use, that we can use in this letter. So we can write malarial fever. So this is a point that we are given to us. So now we have to use this illness only, we have to use this point only, that our friend Ram, he was suffering from malarial fever. Next is congratulations. So yes, finally he is able to recover fully. So because of that we have to congratulate him. Doctor's advice. So we have to add this point also, that he should follow all the advices, all the instructions that are given by his doctor. Complete rest. Yes, it is also very much important, because yes, he is able to recover, but still complete rest is very much important. And yes, we can use any other point also. Okay, so we have to use these hints and we have to cover all these points in our letter, and then we have to write a complete, a perfect letter. So let's see how can we write this letter. So in the question we are given with the address, so we are using the same address here. We are writing 23 Vardhaman Gardens, Ranchi. So we can write Jharkhand also in the bracket, and then we are writing the date. Okay, so first of all in 2 lines we have to write the address, and then in the next line we have to write the date on which we are writing the letter. So students, in your examination you can write the date of your examination on which you are actually writing the letter. But if some kind of things, some kind of particular things are given to a letter, like suppose in the letter you have to tell about your Diwali celebration, that how did you celebrate Diwali. So obviously you cannot write the date of March, because Diwali generally it comes in October or November. So you can write any date of November or December. Okay, so according to this you have to choose a date very carefully, because it actually depends on the letter. Because if you are writing a general letter, you can point you can write any dates, like suppose in a letter you have to tell about your examination result, and at a time if you are writing January or February month, so yes, it will go very wrong, because examination result generally कब आते हैं, so उसके according हमें date लिखनी होगी. You can write any date of July, right in this way you have to write the date. So here we can write any general date here. So now we are starting the letter. So first of all in the letter we are addressing our friend like my dear Ram. He is our friend, so we can use my dear Ram. Next, it was a pleasant surprise to see your letter after a long time. So in this letter students, we have to write this thing, that he was suffering from illness. So how do we come to know this thing? So first of all we are starting from that point, that how do we come to know that he was suffering and now finally he recovered. So we are writing that thing only, that it was a pleasant surprise to see your letter after a long time. So we are starting with this point, that we received a letter from him, we received a letter from Ram. When I read that you were down with malaria, I knew the reason. So now we are having this connection, that first of all he wrote to us, and in that letter he mentioned his illness. So because of that we come to know that he was down with malaria. So we are writing that thing, that when I read that you were down with malaria, I knew the reason, because everyone knows actually the reason of malaria. I am sorry that I couldn't know of it earlier. So next line we are writing that I am sorry that I couldn't know of it earlier. I was not able to know about your illness, your disease earlier. Anyhow, God is to be thanked that you are well now and are on your feet again. But finally our friend Ram, now he is fully recovered. So we are writing this thing, that God, he is to be thanked that you are well now and you are on your feet again. You are fully recovered. Because of this thing we have to thank God. My heartiest congratulations on your recovery. So yes, we have to congratulate him according to the question. So we are writing this thing and we are saying that my heartiest congratulations on your recovery. Finally you are able to recover after a long illness. So because of that I am giving our congratulations to him. So now we are changing the paragraph and we are writing, now please take care of your health. So why we are changing the paragraph? Because now we are coming to the next point. So in this paragraph till now we were discussing about his disease and then we congratulated him, and now we are talking about the next point. So because of this we are changing the paragraph and we are writing that now please take care of your health, because according to the question we have to give some advice also. So we are writing this thing, act upon your doctor's advice, malaria makes one very weak. So now we are explaining the reason that why he actually need to take care of his health, because malaria is a kind of disease that actually makes one person very weak. So we are writing that yes, you have recovered fully, that's good, but still you need to take care, still you have to follow your doctor's advice. You need a lot of rest and healthy food to get back to your earlier state of health. So we have to give advice. So सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं कहना है हमें that you need to take care. In how he can take care, you know, वो उसे किस किस बातों का ध्यान रखना है, कौन कौन सी चीजें हैं जो वो कर सकता है, that we have to write. So we are writing all those things and we are writing that you need a lot of rest, and yes, at the same time you need a very healthy food. Then only you will be able to get back to your earlier state of health. Okay, take plenty of fruits, pulses and milk. So now we are giving the points that how can he have a healthy food. So we are writing that in your food you can include so many fruits, pulses and milk also. Do not worry about the pending work, you will have plenty of time to make up the deficiency. Now next we are writing that because he was suffering a long illness, so obviously he was not able to attend the school. So we are writing that do not worry about your pending work, your work that you actually missed in your school, because now you will be able to have a plenty of time to make up all the deficiency. Ranchi is a fine place for people recovering from illness as the weather remains neither hot nor cold. And now next we are writing this thing that Ranchi, so this is a place where we are living. Okay, so we are writing that Ranchi, it's a city that is very much good. Why? Because the weather of Ranchi, it is neither hot nor cold. The climate is especially good these days, and especially these days the climate of Ranchi, it is very much good. If your doctor permits, please visit us for a few days. So why we are writing about the climate, about the weather of Ranchi? Because we are writing this thing that if your doctor permits, right, because still he has to follow his doctor's advice. So we are writing that if your doctor permits, please visit us, please visit here Ranchi for a few days. We shall enjoy your being us greatly. So students, there should be connection in all the sentence that you are writing. So first of all we were discussing about the weather, about the climate of Ranchi. Why? Because we are inviting our friend to our place, we are giving one kind of invitation to him to come to Ranchi. So this is the reason that we were telling about the weather conditions of Ranchi. But yes, we are adding this thing also that if your doctor permits. Okay, and then we are writing this thing that we shall enjoy your being with us greatly. And now at the end of the letter we are writing with love, yours, and the name of person that was given to us in the question, that is Saket Rawat. Okay, so in this manner we can write a perfect letter. The structure of the letter, it is very much important. You have to take care. First of all we have to write the heading, in which we have to write the address and the date. The format should be very much perfect, no punctuation mark should be there, right, at the end of the date, at the end of the address. Then we have to write a perfect word to address the person to whom we are writing the letter. The body, this is the most important part of a letter. We have to cover all the things that are given to us in the question. Okay, and the ending of the letter, it should be also very much perfect, right? So I hope the letters, the examples of the letters that we have discussed in this video, that are clear to you all. And in the next video we will see some more example, we will discuss some more letters. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.